Have you been hearing whispers lately? Faint messages that echo through your spirit when the world grows quiet. Have you felt a strange pull in your soul, as if someone or something ancient is trying to reach you? If you've been sensing this, you're not here by accident. This message has found you, and it's not meant for everyone. Only the chosen ones will feel the truth vibrating through these words. If you are not among them, this message will simply pass through you. But if you are, then listen carefully, because your ancestors are whispering something urgent. They've been trying to get your attention through signs, dreams, chills, sudden thoughts that seem to come from nowhere. And now, through this message, their voice is coming through loud and clear. They have a divine warning and sacred guidance that will shift the path ahead of you. Before we begin, I want you to pause, breathe, and open your heart. If your spirit is already resonating, comment 777 below. That's your confirmation. And make sure you subscribe to Spirit Guide, tap the bell icon, and share this message with another chosen one who needs to hear it. This message didn't reach you by chance. It's divine timing. So stay with me till the end, because what your ancestors are revealing today could change your life forever. The whispers of the ancestors. Chosen one, there's a reason you've been feeling that strange stirring inside you, that quiet awareness that something beyond this world is calling your name. Those subtle whispers you hear when the world falls silent, those chills that run through your body for no clear reason, they are not coincidences. Your ancestors are speaking, and they've chosen you as the vessel to carry their message forward. They have watched over you since before you were born, through generations of battles, blessings, and sacred bloodlines. Every victory, every lesson, every tear from those who came before you, it's all been flowing into you. You are not separate from them. You are the living continuation of their story, the one chosen to awaken and complete what was once started long ago. These whispers don't come from imagination. They come through vibration. Ancestral guidance isn't spoken in words, but in energy. Sometimes it reaches you through a dream that feels too real to dismiss, or a thought that won't stop echoing in your mind. Sometimes it's a song that suddenly moves you to tears, or a scent that reminds you of someone you've never met. That's them, crossing the boundaries of time to guide your spirit. The ancestors operate through frequency, the same spiritual wavelength that connects the physical and the divine. You, chosen one, are sensitive to that vibration because your soul carries the light of remembrance. That's why you can sense things others overlook. It's why you sometimes feel the pain of the past or the pull of invisible energies. It's not a curse, it's a sacred inheritance. They whisper to warn, to prepare, and to awaken. They whisper when you're about to make a choice that could shift your destiny. They whisper when darkness tries to cloud your vision. And lately, those whispers have been louder because something is unfolding in the unseen realm. The time of awakening is here, and they are aligning you for it. If you've felt restless, disconnected, or like you're waiting for something you can't name, understand this. Your spirit is adjusting to their frequency. They are preparing you for divine instruction. You might notice more synchronicities, repeated numbers, birds appearing at strange moments, songs with hidden meanings. These are not random signs, they are coded messages. Let me give you an example. One of the most common signs is a repeating dream, an old house, a familiar figure, or a doorway you never enter. That's an ancestral visitation. Another sign, you hear your name being called when no one is there. That's their way of confirming their presence. Or maybe you find yourself guided to make a decision that feels illogical but turns out to be exactly right. That's intuition, guided by your lineage. Chosen one, understand this truth. Your ancestors are not dead. Their physical forms may have passed, but their spirit lives in the divine field that surrounds you. They walk beside you, whispering wisdom into your consciousness. They see what you cannot, and they speak when your soul is quiet enough to hear. But not everyone can understand this type of communication. That's why the world might call you different, too sensitive, or too deep. What they don't realize is that your sensitivity is your strength. It's how your ancestors reach you. It's how divine information flows through your being. They are urging you to trust the voice that speaks from within, that gentle nudge that feels like intuition but carries the weight of generations. Every time you've ignored it, you've felt the consequences. Every time you've followed it, doors have opened. That's the pattern of divine connection. Now more than ever, your ancestors are whispering with urgency. They are calling you to step into your true role as a bridge between their world and this one. They're asking you to listen, to be still, to stop doubting the signs, because you are entering a season where spiritual awareness will be essential. You are not alone in this. Across the world, other chosen ones are awakening too. Many are hearing the same call, the same pull from the unseen. The ancestors are gathering their descendants, aligning them with divine timing. This is not just personal, it's collective. Your growth impacts the generations that follow, so listen closely. When you feel that pressure in your chest, that sudden urge to pray, to write, to speak, to change, that's not anxiety, that's activation. The ancestors are transmitting divine energy through your spirit. They are cleansing old karmic patterns, preparing you for your next elevation. Don't dismiss their presence. When you talk to them in faith, they respond. When you ask for guidance, they answer, not in the ways of the world, but in sacred signs. You might see a feather appear out of nowhere, or a butterfly crossing your path, or a scent that fills the room and disappears just as quickly. Those are confirmations. So, chosen one, here is your reminder. The whispers are real. The guidance is divine. Your ancestors are not trying to scare you. They are trying to awaken you. They know what lies ahead. They've walked paths you cannot yet see. Their message is not of fear, but of readiness. It's time to quiet the noise of the world and tune into the language of your lineage. They are whispering because your next assignment is near. And if you've been hearing them, feeling them, sensing them more than ever before, it means you are being called higher. Listen, obey, and prepare. Your ancestors are not far away. They are closer than your breath, guiding you toward divine destiny. Recognizing the signs of ancestral contact. Chosen one. Now that you understand your ancestors are speaking, it's time to learn how to recognize when they are speaking. Because their guidance is constant, but not everyone is tuned in enough to perceive it. They speak through symbols, patterns, emotions, and energy shifts. Once you learn their language, you'll never feel lost again. Your ancestors rarely speak in loud voices. They communicate through divine subtleties. The signs are always there, woven into your daily experiences. For instance, have you been seeing repeating numbers like 333 or 444 lately? Those aren't coincidences. They are divine signals, vibrations encoded with spiritual meaning. 333 often represents alignment, a message that your spirit team is near and supporting you. If you've been seeing it, pause right now and comment 333 below. That's your sign of confirmation. Your ancestors are reaching out through this very moment. Sometimes they speak through nature. A sudden breeze brushing your face when you speak their name, a bird appearing at your window after a moment of prayer, or the flicker of a candle flame when you're deep in thought. These are all energetic confirmations. Nature is one of the most ancient languages of spirit. When your heart is open, the entire universe becomes a messenger. Pay attention also to your dreams. Many chosen ones receive their clearest messages during the hours of sleep. When your conscious mind is quiet, your soul can travel freely between realms. If you see relatives who have passed on, and they appear peaceful or deliver words, listen carefully. Dreams where you're being guided, protected, or warned carry deep meaning. Write them down as soon as you wake. Often these dreams contain hidden instruction for the next phase of your journey. Another sign is emotional frequency. Sometimes you'll feel a wave of peace for no reason. That's them surrounding you, assuring you that you're not alone. Other times, a sudden heaviness may enter your spirit. That's not to frighten you, but to alert you. They're saying, pause. Pay attention. Something is shifting. Your emotions are sacred instruments designed to sense divine movement. Physical sensations can also reveal contact. A sudden chill on your arm, pressure on your shoulders, warmth around your heart, or the feeling that someone just brushed past you. These are not random. They're energetic indicators that the veil between worlds is thin. When this happens, whisper a simple acknowledgement. I hear you. I feel you. Thank you for your guidance. That moment of recognition strengthens your spiritual connection. You may also notice your intuition becoming sharper, knowing things before they happen, feeling someone's energy before they speak, sensing danger or blessings ahead of time. That's the ancestral frequency resonating through your DNA. Your bloodline holds wisdom far older than this lifetime. When they awaken that within you, you start to operate from divine instinct rather than logic. Music is another vessel they use. You might hear a song playing somewhere that brings tears to your eyes, or lyrics that speak directly to your situation. It's not random. Spirit works through sound because vibration is energy, and energy is their language. Sometimes the message is hidden in one line of a song that repeats in your mind all day. Listen to it closely. Your ancestors may be confirming that they're near, or reminding you of your power. There's also the sign of synchronicity, when things align too perfectly to be explained by coincidence. You think of someone, and they call. You pray for a sign, and the next moment, a word or image appears that directly answers you. That's your ancestors working through divine timing. They are master orchestrators, guiding you through signs that look ordinary, but are anything but. Pay attention to objects and symbols that suddenly appear. Coins on the ground, feathers, candles flickering, a certain fragrance that brings back memories. Many chosen ones smell familiar scents. Tobacco, flowers, old perfume that seem to come out of nowhere. Those are energetic imprints from ancestors visiting in spirit form. It's their way of saying, we're here. We haven't left you. Another sign comes through repetition. When the same message appears 3 times, in conversations, dreams, or visuals, that's confirmation. Spirit repeats what we don't yet understand. If you're unsure whether a message is divine, wait and observe if it returns in a new form. The truth always echoes. Sometimes contact will come through numbers and time. You'll wake up at the same hour every night, often between 2 and 4 a.m. That's not insomnia. It's the spiritual watch hour, when the veil between realms is thinnest. Your ancestors use that time to whisper instruction and protection. If you're waking at those hours, don't be afraid. Pray, breathe, and listen. Another sacred sign is when strangers deliver words that pierce your heart. A random person saying exactly what you needed to hear, or a child repeating something profound without understanding why. Spirit often speaks through others. When it happens, don't dismiss it. Receive it with gratitude. Now, here's something few people understand. When you're aligned with your ancestry, technology itself begins to respond. Videos, messages, or readings find you exactly when you need them. That's not the algorithm. That's divine orchestration. That's why this video reached you today. Your ancestors guided you here because the timing was perfect. Chosen one, the more you acknowledge their signs, the stronger the communication becomes. If you ignore them, the messages grow faint. But when you respond with faith, by praying, journaling, speaking their names with respect, their energy amplifies. It becomes a two-way dialogue between heaven and earth. Your ancestors also protect you through intuition, that sudden urge to turn away from something, to delay a meeting, or to leave a place. Many lives have been saved because someone listened to that quiet inner voice. Remember, divine protection often feels like divine inconvenience. When things don't go as planned, trust that there's a reason. And then there are divine confirmations, moments when you ask for a sign, and it arrives unmistakably. You might say, "If this is real, show me a feather." And within hours you find one at your doorstep. That's them saying, "We hear you. Keep going." The universe always answers a spirit that asks in faith. So, chosen one, begin to keep an awareness journal. Record your dreams, signs, and emotions daily. Over time, you'll see patterns forming. You'll realize that your ancestors have been guiding you in ways you didn't yet recognize. You'll notice how messages connect to your current challenges and decisions. Above all, remember, their communication is never meant to create fear. If something makes you anxious or confused, it's not from them. True ancestral guidance carries peace, strength, and clarity. Their voice will always lead you closer to God, not away. You are now awakening to a higher frequency, the realm where communication flows between dimensions. Stay alert, stay grounded, and stay thankful. Each sign, each whisper, each moment of divine alignment is proof that you are guided, protected, and deeply loved. They've been waiting for you to notice. And now that you do, the conversation has just begun. What your ancestors want you to know. Chosen one. Now that you can recognize their signs, it's time to understand why your ancestors have been reaching out so urgently. They're not just whispering random words into your life. No, their messages carry divine purpose, warnings, and sacred assignments meant only for you. You are part of a lineage of spiritual warriors, light carriers, and divine messengers. They've been preparing you long before your birth for the season you are now stepping into. Your ancestors want you to know that you are the bridge, the living link between what was and what is yet to come. Through you, the old wounds of the family line can finally be healed, and the blessings that were delayed can finally flow. They've seen where the family struggled, where fear and confusion tried to dominate. But you were born to break that pattern. You are the chosen vessel to rewrite the destiny of your bloodline. They want you to understand that your pain was not punishment. It was preparation. Every rejection, every heartbreak, every lonely night when you wondered why you didn't fit in, that was your spiritual training. They allowed certain storms not to destroy you, but to strengthen your spiritual muscles. You've been walking through fires that refined you, not defined you. There is divine intelligence in every obstacle you've faced. When things fell apart, it wasn't the end. It was the ancestral realm rearranging the pieces for your alignment. You see, the ancestors see beyond the moment. They view your life from the mountaintop, from a higher vantage point. When they whisper, "Wait," or "Not yet," it's because they know what's coming next. When they push you to move, even when it's uncomfortable, it's because the divine timeline is calling your spirit into position. Your ancestors also want you to guard your energy. They've seen how the world has become noisy, filled with distractions designed to numb your intuition. But they remind you, silence is your power. The more you quiet the world, the more clearly you'll hear their voice. They need your focus. They can't deliver instruction to a restless mind. They want you to slow down, breathe, and listen. They're also reminding you that not everyone around you will understand your spiritual path. Some will question your vision, mock your faith, or doubt your experiences. But don't let that discourage you. You are not meant to convince, you are meant to embody. Your walk will speak louder than your words. When they see the peace you carry, when they watch miracles unfold around you, they'll know that something divine walks with you. There's also a warning. Your ancestors say, be discerning. Not every voice that calls itself spiritual carries light. There are energies that imitate truth to create confusion. That's why your ancestors guide you directly, so you can recognize authenticity. You'll know their presence by its calm authority. True messages from them bring clarity, not chaos. If you ever feel uncertain, pause and pray for confirmation. They will always reveal truth through peace. Another message they have for you: stop shrinking. You've been taught to play small, to hide your gifts, to make others comfortable. But your ancestors didn't survive what they did for you to live in silence. They're saying, rise, speak, shine. Your voice is part of your mission. The world needs your light, your story, your wisdom. Every time you doubt yourself, you silence generations of prayers that asked for someone like you to rise. They want you to know that you're not starting from scratch. You're continuing a divine legacy. The gifts that come naturally to you, empathy, discernment, healing, vision, are ancestral tools passed down through your lineage. You carry their strengths within your DNA. When you feel power rise up inside you during moments of prayer or creation, that's them moving through you. You are their answered prayer. Your ancestors are also reminding you of balance. They don't want you consumed by spiritual obsession or worldly fear. They teach harmony, walking in the world while staying anchored in the divine. You're meant to be a bridge between heaven and earth, not detached from either. Learn to honor the sacred while still tending to your human experience. That balance is where your power grows. Chosen one, they want you to reclaim your authority. You've forgotten how powerful you truly are. You've allowed fear to dictate decisions when you were created to move in divine confidence. They're whispering, stand tall. Remember who you are. You come from survivors, healers, prophets, and visionaries. Their strength flows in your veins. You're not fragile, you're fortified. They also want to remind you to forgive. There are ancestral wounds, betrayals, generational conflicts, unspoken pain that still echo through your bloodline. When you choose forgiveness, you break those energetic chains. You free both yourself and those who came before you. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's spiritual surgery. It cleanses your soul so blessings can finally flow without blockage. Another sacred truth they want you to know: the spiritual realm is real, but it responds to faith, not fear. Many people unknowingly block their blessings because they approach the divine with doubt. But faith is the key that unlocks ancestral power. When you speak words of belief, when you move with trust, doors open that no one can close. Your ancestors are saying, stop asking if you're ready. You've already been chosen. The time for hesitation is over. They've spent years preparing you for this moment. The opportunities coming your way aren't random. They're assignments. Divine doors will open soon, but you must have the courage to walk through them. They're urging you to stay pure-hearted. The more humble and grateful you are, the more guidance you'll receive. Pride blocks wisdom. Gratitude amplifies it. Even in moments of confusion, thank them. Say, I trust your timing. I trust your guidance. The act of trust strengthens your bond. And finally, they want to remind you of this: you are never alone. Even when you feel abandoned by the world, they are standing beside you, unseen but unwavering. Every time you've cried, they've been there. Every time you were in danger and somehow escaped, it was their hands covering you. Every coincidence that saved you was an ancestral intervention. Chosen one, your ancestors want you to remember that your story matters. Your existence carries purpose. The world needs your light more than ever, and the reason you feel called right now is because your time has come. You are the living dream of those who came before you. Their prayers, their hopes, their sacrifices all manifest through your life. They're whispering, "Don't give up now. You're closer than you think." The pain was a passageway, the confusion a catalyst, the silence a setup. They're guiding you toward a season of manifestation and revelation. Stand firm in your faith, keep your heart open, and when you hear the whispers again, when you feel that gentle push in your spirit, don't question it. Smile and say, "I hear you. I receive it," because the message you carry isn't just for you. It's for every soul connected to your lineage and every generation that will come after. This is your time, chosen one. Your ancestors are not behind you. They are within you, and they are whispering louder than ever. Rise. The path of cleansing and reconnection. Chosen one, your ancestors have spoken, and now they're calling you to action. Hearing their whispers is the first step, but aligning with their energy requires cleansing, discipline, and spiritual readiness. You cannot carry ancestral wisdom while holding on to the clutter of this world. The message is clear. Purify your vessel so their voice can flow freely through you. Your ancestors are urging you to begin a sacred cleansing, not just of your body, but of your mind, spirit, and environment. Because when your spirit is heavy, their messages can become distorted. They need you clear, light, and open. This is not about religious routine, it's about spiritual renewal. Start with silence. Find moments each day to sit in stillness. Turn off the noise. No phone, no distractions. Just breathe and listen. In silence, the spiritual world becomes audible. The whispers you've been hearing will grow louder, more distinct. Silence isn't empty. It's sacred space where divine communication flows. Then, cleanse your environment. The energy around you mirrors the energy within you. Your home, your room, your workspace, all of it holds vibration. Declutter. Burn sage, incense, or simply open your windows and invite fresh air. As the wind enters, visualize it carrying away old pain, arguments, and stagnant emotions. Speak over your space. Only peace and divine light may dwell here. Your ancestors respond to cleanliness, both physical and spiritual. Next, cleanse your body. The body is the temple through which your ancestors operate. When you fast, when you nourish yourself with pure foods, when you drink water consciously, you honor them. They've carried this vessel through generations. Treat it as sacred. Some of you may be called to a short fast, not as punishment, but as purification. During fasting, your spirit heightens, and their presence becomes unmistakable. Meditation and prayer are essential. Prayer is when you speak to God and your ancestors. Meditation is when you listen. You need both. Begin your day by greeting your spiritual lineage. Say their names if you know them. If you don't, simply say, "To my ancestors of divine light, I thank you." This simple acknowledgement opens a doorway. You'll feel the air shift, lighter, warmer, more alive. Another path of reconnection is forgiveness. This one is hard, but it's necessary. Many ancestral lines carry old pain, betrayals, shame, generational curses that still echo through your bloodline. When you forgive those who wronged you, even those long gone, you are healing wounds that stretch back centuries. Whisper their names, release them with compassion, and ask God to cleanse the lineage with love. Your ancestors rejoice when you do this, because forgiveness is freedom. You're also being called to purify your emotions. Don't suppress pain, release it through prayer, journaling, or tears. Emotional healing clears the inner channel. Crying is sacred, it's water washing the soul. Every tear you release in faith becomes a seed of healing for generations to come. Chosen one, your ancestors are reminding you that gratitude is a form of cleansing too. Each time you thank them, you shift the vibration of your energy. Instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on how far you've come. Gratitude breaks chains of poverty thinking and opens the flow of abundance. Wake up and say, "Thank you, ancestors, for watching over me. Thank you, Creator, for this day." Gratitude turns your home into a temple. Nature is another sacred pathway to reconnection. The earth carries the memory of your lineage. Walk barefoot on grass. Feel the soil beneath your feet. Touch the trees. Listen to the wind. When you do this, you're grounding your energy back into divine creation. You'll feel your anxiety melt away, your thoughts slow, and your heart open. That's your ancestors recalibrating your frequency. There's also power in sacred journaling. Write what you hear, feel, and dream. Over time, you'll see divine patterns forming, repeated words, phrases, or symbols that connect to your purpose. This is how your ancestors reveal long-term messages. Writing becomes a spiritual mirror that helps you interpret what they're saying. Chosen one, some of you may feel guided to create an ancestral space, a small altar or corner in your home where you honor your lineage. This doesn't have to be elaborate. A candle, a glass of water, a family photo, or even a symbol of your faith is enough. That space serves as a portal, a physical reminder that your ancestors walk with you. When you light that candle and speak to them, the energy shifts. But remember, only call upon those of divine light and love. Set that intention clearly. Now, the ancestors also warn about spiritual clutter, things, people, and habits that cloud your energy. That may mean releasing toxic relationships, gossip, overindulgence, or doubt. They're not judging you, they're elevating you. When you remove what no longer aligns, their whispers become crystal clear. You'll find peace where there used to be chaos. Fasting from negativity is just as important as fasting from food. Stop feeding your spirit with fear, anger, and low vibrations. Turn off content that drains you. Speak words of life instead of death. Remember, words are energy. When you speak blessings, the ancestors amplify them. When you speak curses, even against yourself, you create barriers. Speak light, speak victory. As you cleanse, you'll begin to sense a new stillness around you, almost as if the air itself is alive with presence. That's your ancestors drawing closer. You'll dream more vividly, sense energy more deeply, and feel guided with greater confidence. Don't fear it. Embrace it. This is what awakening truly means. They're teaching you to maintain spiritual hygiene. Just like you wash your hands daily, cleanse your energy regularly. Pray, meditate, and release what's not yours. Before bed, say, "Anything that does not belong to me, I release it now." Only divine light may stay. You'll sleep deeper and wake lighter. The ancestors also want you to know that purification brings power. The clearer your vessel, the stronger their voice. You'll find that divine opportunities begin aligning, that people enter your life to help fulfill your purpose. Synchronicities increase. You attract peace instead of chaos. You begin to feel more you, because you're finally vibrating at your true spiritual frequency. And remember this, cleansing isn't a one-time ritual, it's a lifestyle. Just as you continue to eat, breathe, and rest, you must continue to purify your mind, spirit, and environment. Spiritual maintenance keeps you aligned with divine flow. Chosen one, your ancestors are proud. Every step you take toward purity restores light to the lineage. When you cleanse yourself, you cleanse those who came before and those who will come after. You become the healing bridge between worlds. They're whispering now. Keep your temple pure, your heart humble, your mind clear. Because in this next season, your clarity will be your weapon, your peace will be your shield, and your connection will be your compass. You are not just listening anymore, you are aligning. And when you align, miracles begin to move. Stay consistent, stay faithful, and stay clean in spirit. The ancestors are waiting to pour revelation into your purified soul. The shift in energy and the coming season, chosen one. You can feel it, can't you? The air around you has changed. The energy of the earth feels heavier some days and lighter the next. Time itself seems to be moving differently. That's not your imagination, that's the shift. The spiritual atmosphere is rearranging itself, and the ancestors are whispering urgently because your life is about to move into a new dimension of purpose. This is the season of revelation, when hidden truths are being brought to light and destinies are being activated. The ancestors are preparing you because they know you are one of the few who can handle this vibration. Many are asleep, distracted by noise and illusion. But you, chosen one, are awake. You can feel that something greater is stirring in the unseen. You may have noticed strange changes, relationships fading, new opportunities appearing out of nowhere, sudden endings that don't make sense. Understand this. These are divine realignments. The ancestors are rearranging your surroundings to match your next level of calling. Don't mourn what's leaving. It's being removed because it cannot go where you're going. Every shift, no matter how uncomfortable, is a setup for greater alignment. The spiritual realm is busy right now. Doors that were long closed are opening, and those who have prepared their spirit, who have cleansed and listened, will step through them with ease. But for those who resist the call, the shaking will feel like chaos. Your ancestors are whispering, "Be still. Do not fear the storm. It is clearing your path." Many chosen ones are feeling isolated during this transition. You might be losing friends, detaching from old habits, feeling disconnected from things that once brought joy. That's because your frequency is changing. You're ascending beyond what once matched your energy. The ancestors are reminding you, solitude precedes revelation. When they pull you away from the crowd, it's because they're about to speak to you privately. You're entering a season of divine positioning. Every experience, every delay, every closed door, it's been guiding you to this moment. Your ancestors have been working behind the scenes, aligning divine helpers, mentors, and opportunities to meet you at the right time. This is the moment they've been whispering about all along. The energy shift is also global. You're not the only one feeling it. The entire world is being spiritually recalibrated. Old systems are breaking down, new consciousness is rising. You've been chosen not to fear the change, but to guide others through it. You're a light bearer in a time of darkness. When others panic, you'll bring calm. When others lose hope, you'll speak life. That's why your preparation has been so intense, because your assignment carries weight. Your ancestors are telling you to trust the unknown. The path ahead won't always make logical sense, but it will make spiritual sense. Every detour is divine direction. You'll feel guided to move, to speak, to release certain people or habits. Follow the pull without hesitation. Their whispers will lead you exactly where you're meant to be. Some of you have been asking, why is everything shifting so suddenly? Why does it feel like the ground is moving under my feet? The ancestors respond, because it's time. You can't stay in the same vibration and expect divine expansion. Growth requires movement, and sometimes God and the ancestors have to make you uncomfortable to make you evolve. You'll notice that the things that once satisfied you now feel empty. That's a sign of elevation. Your spirit is outgrowing old energy. New assignments require new appetites. You'll crave peace more than attention, purpose more than possessions, and truth more than comfort. That's maturity, and that's the mark of a true chosen one. During this shift, your intuition will sharpen. You'll sense things before they happen. Pay attention to your first instincts. That's divine navigation. When your spirit says go, move. When it says wait, stay still. The ancestors speak through your discernment. The more you trust it, the more accurate it becomes. Also expect spiritual activation. You'll begin to notice new gifts awakening, dreams that predict events, words of wisdom flowing through you, healing energy in your hands, prophetic insight about others. Don't be afraid of it. These are ancient gifts returning to your bloodline. The ancestors are restoring what was lost. They're reclaiming spiritual authority through you. But with new power comes responsibility. The ancestors warn, stay humble. The gifts are not given for ego, but for service. You are here to heal, to uplift, to awaken others. Use your power with wisdom, guided by love. Pride is poison to spiritual authority. Humility keeps you aligned with divine will. You may also experience emotional purging, sudden tears, random sadness, deep reflection. This is your spirit releasing generations of trauma. The shift is not just external, it's internal. You're becoming lighter, freer, and more aligned. Every tear you cry in faith washes away old energy that no longer serves your purpose. Chosen one, this new season will also bring divine revelation, insights about your life purpose, dreams that show you your next step, encounters with people who confirm your mission. Don't chase answers, receive them. The ancestors reveal what you're ready to understand. Stay patient and trust divine timing. Another important truth: as the energy shifts, your protection increases. The ancestors are fortifying your path. You may have noticed you've been kept from certain environments, people, or events. That's not rejection. That's divine shielding. They're keeping you from harm and distraction because your destiny is too precious. This season will demand faith without proof. You won't always see the next step, but you'll feel it. Your faith is the bridge between the unseen and the manifested. Keep walking, even when the path looks uncertain. Every step of obedience activates ancestral favor. The ancestors are also reminding you to stay anchored in prayer. As the world shifts, the noise will increase. Fear, confusion, division. But your peace will come from your connection to God and your lineage. Speak blessings daily. Protect your energy through spiritual boundaries. Keep your focus on light, not chaos. And here's the most powerful truth. This shift isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. The universe is rearranging itself to match your divine vibration. What once blocked you will now bless you. What once delayed you will now develop you. You are moving from survival to sovereignty. Your ancestors are rejoicing. They've been waiting generations for this moment. The moment one of their descendants awakened enough to complete what they started. The energy shift is your inheritance unfolding. So, chosen one, stand firm. Don't resist the movement. Flow with it. Trust the seasons of silence, of solitude, of surrender. Great transformation always feels like chaos before it becomes creation. You are in the birthing room of your destiny. When everything feels uncertain, remember this: the ancestors are never shaken. They've seen this cycle before. They're guiding you through it with ancient wisdom and divine foresight. Walk boldly into the unknown, because what's coming next will confirm everything you've been feeling. You're stepping into alignment, into favor, into divine fulfillment. The whispers weren't just warnings, they were preparation. The shift is here, and you, chosen one, are ready to rise with it, living as the bridge between heaven and earth. Chosen one, your ancestors have guided, prepared, and refined you. Now they are calling you to live in what you've learned, to walk as the bridge between heaven and earth. You are no longer just a receiver of divine messages. You are a transmitter. Every breath you take carries the vibration of the divine. You are meant to embody balance, grounded in the physical world, but guided by the spiritual one. To live as the bridge means understanding that your life is sacred. Every word you speak, every action you take, carries energy that ripples through both realms. The ancestors want you to remember, you are a vessel. Heaven flows through you to reach others. Earth learns through you how to listen again. That's why your path has been unique. It was designed to teach you both strength and surrender. In this season, you must walk in awareness. Be conscious of what you carry. When you walk into a room, the energy shifts, not because of ego, but because divine light moves through you. You are a living portal of peace. That's why chaos often tries to find you, not to destroy you, but to be transformed by your presence. When people come to you heavy, anxious, or lost, don't see it as a burden. See it as an opportunity to pour divine energy into their lives. You are the bridge that allows healing to cross from the unseen into the seen. The ancestors are saying, do not hide your light. You were never meant to blend in. The world needs your authenticity, your voice, your story, your spirit. Speak truth even when it shakes the room. Walk in grace even when others misunderstand you. The chosen ones are meant to stand out, not for attention, but for assignment. To live as the bridge, you must master balance, walking in spirit without losing your humanity. You are not here to escape the world. You are here to elevate it. That means paying attention to your relationships, your health, your joy. Don't neglect the physical while chasing the spiritual. Both are divine. The ancestors remind you that your laughter, your rest, your creativity, these too are forms of worship. You must also walk in discernment. The higher your vibration, the more you'll attract, light and shadow alike. Many will be drawn to your energy, but not all will have pure intentions. Your empathy is sacred, but it must be guarded. Protect your peace like it's treasure, because it is. Ask your ancestors daily to sharpen your discernment. You'll feel it, a gentle pull away from what's not aligned and a deep peace where you belong. Trust that feeling. It's the ancestors steering your steps. Chosen one, remember this truth. You are a channel, not a container. Don't hold everything in. When wisdom flows through you, share it. When you feel led to encourage someone, speak it. When light fills your heart, let it shine. The divine current must keep moving through you, or it grows stagnant. As you give, more flows in. That's how heaven multiplies its work through you. You may wonder, how do I continue walking in this divine energy without burning out? The ancestors whisper, stay connected to your source. Pray often, rest often. Pour out but refill through stillness, worship, and gratitude. Remember, you are not the source, you are the conduit. Divine energy will always replenish what you release in faith. Living as the bridge also means walking in service. The ancestors didn't choose you for comfort, they chose you for calling. They're saying, be a light where others see darkness. You serve not only with words, but with presence. When you help someone find peace, you honor your lineage. When you lift others in kindness, you activate ancestral blessings. This is how you build heaven on earth, one act of compassion at a time. And don't forget, the bridge must also be anchored. Stay rooted in faith. Let your values be firm, your intentions pure. You can touch the heavens without losing your footing on the ground. Stay humble, even as your gifts grow. Humility is what keeps divine power from turning into pride. The ancestors trust the humble, because humility keeps the heart teachable. Now, chosen one, the ancestors also want you to live consciously of legacy. Everything you do now shapes the next generations. Your children, your community, your bloodline. They will walk on the path you're paving. You are building a new spiritual foundation, one anchored in truth, healing, and divine love. Remember, your actions today echo through eternity. Walk wisely. Walk with honor. You might not realize it yet, but your life has already begun to shift others. People are watching your resilience, your peace, your faith. They see the light even when you don't. That's your mission at work, to remind others that divine connection is real, that ancestors still walk among us, and that every soul has purpose. The ancestors are proud. They've been whispering, "You are doing it." You are remembering who you are. Every prayer, every act of faith, every moment you choose love over fear, you awaken the power within your lineage. You are healing wounds you didn't create, but you were destined to close. That's the work of a bridge, to unite what was broken. Living as the bridge also means walking in alignment with divine timing. Don't rush what's unfolding. The universe moves in perfect rhythm. When it's time, doors will open without effort. Until then, keep building quietly, learning, preparing. The ancestors' favorite warriors are patient. They move with precision, not panic. And finally, understand this sacred truth. Your ancestors are not behind you. They are within you. Their wisdom flows through your intuition. Their strength beats in your heart. Their dreams live through your actions. Every time you walk in light, you give them peace. Every time you fulfill your calling, you complete their story. Chosen one, you are the meeting point of heaven's will and earth's manifestation. You are proof that divine lineage never dies. It simply evolves. So walk with your head high, your spirit open, and your heart steady. Speak when guided, rest when called, and trust that every step you take sends ripples through both realms. This is your divine identity, the bridge, the one who stands between worlds, listening, guiding, healing, and shining. You are the reminder that heaven and earth are not separate. They meet, right here, through you. Conclusion. Chosen one. Your ancestors have spoken, and their whispers have reached your heart for a reason. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. You were led here through divine alignment, through spiritual timing, through the call of your lineage that has been echoing across generations. They've been waiting for you to remember, to awaken, to rise. Everything you've heard today, every sign, every truth, every word, is a seed planted in your soul. From this day forward, walk differently, speak differently. Live with awareness that heaven and earth move through you. You are not who you were yesterday. You've been activated, chosen, and anointed to walk in divine purpose. Your ancestors are whispering one final message now. Do not doubt yourself. The path ahead is blessed. We are with you. Their presence surrounds you like light, guiding, protecting, and empowering you. Every time you feel alone, remember that hundreds of unseen hands are carrying you forward. Before you go, if this message resonated deeply within your spirit, comment 999 below. That's your seal of confirmation. It symbolizes completion and new beginnings. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Spirit Guide, tap that bell icon, and share this message so other chosen ones can awaken too. Take a deep breath now. Feel their presence around you, calm, ancient, unwavering. Let it remind you that you are divinely guided, completely protected, and infinitely loved. You are the prayer your ancestors once whispered into the wind. You are the bridge between their past and the world's future. You are chosen, and your time is now. Walk in light, beloved one, for heaven walks with you.